Um, okay. So, I'm watching the 1999 masterpiece Runaway Bride, starring Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Directed by Gary Marshall, who also did Pretty Woman. I've never seen this. I'm just gonna assume it's a masterpiece until proven otherwise. I'm kind of drunk. So Julia Roberts is on horseback in a wedding dress. I am assuming she's fleeing from a wedding because she's the titular runaway bride. Should probably smoke some weed. I love chick flicks. All right, so far it's a masterpiece. Okay, so Richard Gere's name is Ike in this movie. I have a hard time buying that his name is Ike. I mean, people aren't really named Ike these days. But he is old as shit, I guess. So I guess Richard Gere needs to get his juices flowing. That guy selling T-shirts. I think that might be Gary Marshall, the director, who also directed Overboard. He was pretty big in the 80s and 90s, and now he does like kind of like teen chick flicks, family movies.
So you get your ideas for your column from life. Start a conversation with a woman in a bar. Attack her dart.
There is what's his fuck? Comedian, character actor Larry something. He broke his head open recently. Had to have his skull cut off. Like had a new brain inserted or something. I don't remember the details. He's all fucked up now. But he still has a podcast. What's his goddamn name? So, I always find it hard to believe when actors are playing writers because I don't consider them smart enough. Which I'm sure is completely wrong, but I don't know, it just it seems dubious whenever I see it.
Wiping or writing? I'll let you know. They love you, they hate you.
Larry Miller, that's his name. Broke his head open. Thank God he's alive. He literally got drunk and fell over and broke his head open.
There's a girl from my hometown that you could write about. Excuse me, but we don't need any ideas.
She likes to dump grooms right at the altar. They call her the Runaway Bride.
Ooh.
Traps these 7 or 8 times. She turns around, runs like hell.
Some crazy guy at the bar is telling Larry Miller and Richard Gere about some runaway bride.
And guess what? She's got the next victim all lined up. She's turning another body on the spit.
Okay, Italics, here we go. Today is a day of profound...
Wait, is this cat's named Italics?
This column to direct bitter diatribes at the opposite sex. This uncomfortable accusation has plunged me into at least 15 minutes.
So I guess Richard Gere has some article in the paper.
I traffic in female stereotypes.
He has some article in the paper where he talks shit about women or something. There's Hector Elizondo. What?
Elbowing you in the subway, stealing your cabs, and overwhelming you with
Hector Elizondo. Sorry, Jesus. Sorry about
I
that.
do need to broaden my horizon and add some new goddesses to the pantheon.
I would like to nominate for deity the cheerleader. The cheerleader, the co-ed and the man-eater, the last of which concerns me most today.
In ancient Greece, this fearsome female was known as Aramis, the devouring death goddess. In India, she is Kali, who likes to devour her boyfriend Shiva's entrails, while her yoni devours his ... and never mind.
So,
In Indonesia, the bloody-jawed man-eater is called Rag.
so Ike, Richard Gere, I guess he wrote some article about Julia Roberts based on the ravings of this lunatic at a bar.
Dress her men up as grooms before she devours them.
And he compares her to various goddesses of destruction.
I think you are out of the doghouse in this respect.
Hallelujah.
I'll see you later. I'll put on your charge.
You know, there's a possibility she's been seeing this yet. I mean, maybe she just hasn't picked up a paper.
So Julia Roberts is at work.
Maggie.
Earl, you don't need
She
an
works
air
at some
conditioner.
store selling small town stuff, you know. Stuff that they sell in small towns. The usual.
Yes, I've seen it. And it is the rudest, most offensive joke anyone has ever played on me. You guys, how long did this take you? Where did you get it done? You're both creeps, by the way. I should disinvite you.
Maggie, you told us no bachelorette jokes, so...
So Julia Roberts has now read the article, and she thought it was some weird prank by her friends.
She's gone.
Bag!
She's gonna go.
Here's the bag. Breathe!
They're doing that weird thing where they breathe into a paper bag, which I'm pretty sure is something that was only done in the 80s. Does anyone do that in real life? Because she was like gonna faint. Women don't, as far as I know, don't faint in real life. She was fainting. It's like this was written in the 50s or something.
Dear editor.
Well, it is directed by Gary Marshall, who I'm sure was already an established director in the 50s. He used to direct Happy Days.
I suppose Mr. Graham was too busy thinking up
A random old lady hit Richard Gere with the newspaper because of his article.
Which is understandable because with a man-eater like me on the loose, who has time to check facts?
Hey, Francis, lunch today?
No, I'm going to bed.
Sure.
Sorry.
So wait, whoa. So everyone hates him
No, that's okay.
because he wrote this article about
That's why I was surprised to find Mr.
Julie
Graham,
Roberts,
editor,
who
Call me a sentimental fool,
keeps
but I thought
leaving
folks we man-eaters could
stick together.
her fiance's at the altar.
Little note to say that I have thought of a ritual sacrifice that would satisfy my current appetite. Ike Graham's column on a platter. Yours truly, Maggie Carpenter. P.S.
Okay, so
Factual misrepresentations in your article. There are 15.
so the next day,
I like her. She's got spunk.
Ike,
the next morning, she has this letter that Julia Roberts wrote,
So, I never returned your
and
call.
it's already there the next morning.
Well, he asked me to come down to offer moral support.
Since when does Ellie need moral support?
It's for you, Ike.
A lot of cat imagery in this movie.
What? What?
Journalism lesson number 1. If you fabricate your facts, you get fired.
Lesson number 2. Never work for your former spouse.
That is nothing.
His ex-wife is his editor.
This story up and you know
The only reason I know this is because I just read all this shit. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would know exactly what was going on.
Don't knock drunk guys in bars. It means they're not driving. Besides, I am a columnist. This is what columnists are supposed to do. It's what you like. We push, we stretch, we go out on a limb. That's what makes me good.
No, that's what makes you unemployed.
So he's getting fired because he
All right, let's conclude
wrote
that-
some article about someone who I don't even know if he... Did he even name her in the article? By name?
That's done. Just give me a call when you feel that I've served my time.
This is permanent, Ike.
His name is Ike.
If you go quietly, I'll get the 7.
Which is another reason why that in the fainting and the paper bag. I think this might have been a script that had been laying around Hollywood since the 40s and never made, and then finally someone dusted it off and like, hey, we got this romantic comedy script laying around. Richard Gere and Julia Roberts aren't doing anything. Gary Marshall will do whatever anyone asks him to do, apparently. He seems to have no standards.
Honey?
In the kitchen.
Honey, she canned him!
Oh my god.
Bob, she canned him!
So Julia Roberts' boyfriend is
It's in the paper.
Come on, try this on.
some kind of outdoorsy adventurer,
Ready?
and he's wearing a t-shirt that says Mountaineers do it against the wall. And it's the guy from CSI SVU, by the way.
In your upcoming marriage.
Hey, okay, this is the weight of the pack. You'll be carrying him away.
Which I love. It's a fucking amazing show.
Whoa! A little, yeah, a little heavy, maybe.
Well, there's some physical slapstick comedy.
Yeah, hi, it's me. Leave a message after the beep if you want to leave a fax. Find me a fax machine.
She fell over and her legs went straight up into the air like in an old cartoon. A black and white cartoon.
I'm doing a photo spread for GQ today by the conveyor belt. Meet me. I'll save you tush. And since I do freelance stuff for GQ now, I have an idea. See?
What are you saying?
Vindication. How would you like some? A chance to prove that although your story wasn't entirely factual,
Who is-
your theory was correct.
The real story from this Carpenter.
All the gory
Maneater by Hall & Oates is playing.
And if she runs again, you got a cover
Yeah,
story.
I guess that's a good sign. Might be a masterpiece yet. Has anyone ever noticed that this song might be about a vampire woman? It makes total sense. Oh my god. there was a little boy riding one of those rocking horses outside of a shop, and he looked like he was ramming it hard from behind. That was exactly what it looked like. His expression was amazing. I have no idea what that. I have no idea what that was.
Oh, sorry. No beating full dropout. Have a seat.
Probably smoke more weed. I guess Johnny Unitas makes a cameo in this. So there's a song called "Curl Up and Die." A friend of mine had a song called "Curl Up and Die," and she said she got the name from, I think it was Little Shop of Horrors. I think that's what she said. So I guess that's a reference to Little Shop of Horrors. I don't
There
know.
was a note on the door of the hardware store across the street.
Are you a reporter?
What?
It's just been our experience that anyone who
There's
comes in
Joan
here with
Cusack,
muscle
who
on
reminds
his
me of my
loafers
girlfriend's
is a big city
aunt.
reporter wanting to do an interview with Maggie.
About her upcoming wedding and all.
Actually, about her getting that asshole from New York fired.
I just Googled it, and there's tons of salons called Curl Up and Die all over the country.
And who are you?
Peggy Fleming, not the ice skater.
Ah,
Hey, come in, come in.
thank
come
you.
in.
So, wait a second. Whoa, what? Julia Roberts is hiding and oh. Okay. I guess she's hiding under a table or something because Richard Gere is there and he wrote the article and she's like, oh god, I don't want to talk to that asshole. And now or she wasn't even hiding under a table, she was hiding behind a chair
You've got a new angle.
that was smaller than her.
Hold on. No one interviews Maggie in here without a haircut.
Sorry, no, just got one.
Excuse me, sir. I have a fact for you.
Yes, Miss Pressman.
You know, this is
So
actually
this
her
is their
fourth wedding, not her seventh.
First time they've met in the movie, Richard Gere and Julia Roberts.
Think she's gonna make it all the way this time?
I don't know. She swallowed her gum. She does that.
I don't know what is happening. There's some sort of physical comedy going on. Some physical slapstick comedy, but I don't know what it is or what it's supposed to be. And Julia Roberts' color scheme, by the way, is completely unacceptable. She's wearing tan with a brown apron.
When's the big day?
The fuck?
Let's just put this up here like this.
And they're forcing Richard Gere to get a haircut.
Lavender if we don't want to put you to sleep.
You nervous?
No, I've never been more certain of anything in my life. Except I've been having
Oh my god, so they're gonna, unbeknownst to him, they're secretly dyeing his hair.
And another one. Hey Pete, I'll be right with you. I go inside the church and everyone I know is there. And the creepiest part is I look down at my dress and it's red. I don't know what that means. Red is not my color.
Oh my god, they dyed his hair all sorts of crazy colors.
About your hair.
In retaliation for the article he wrote. It's not that bad. I mean, I dyed my hair bright pink once. He has bright pink and blue and orange.
Excuse me, sir. You know where to get some shampoo? Some strong shampoo.
Doc Pharmacy, 3rd and Elm. Tell him Pete sent you.
He just looks like a really, really aging punk rocker, basically. Like, really aging.
Mr. Graham, if you're looking for Elm Street, it's that way.
Thank you.
You know, if you came down here in the pursuit of happiness, you might as well go back because you can't make
So he
me feel
stormed
bad.
out.
Look, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm here for vindication. In my heart, I feel I'm right about you. You got me fired, lady. You destroyed my reputation.
He's
And you screwed
confronting
up
her
my
about
hair.
getting him fired.
You chew up men, spit them out. Love it. You're gonna do the same thing to this poor schmuck number 4 that you did to the previous 3.
So Richard Gere's like a vigilante who wants to stop her from getting married again. Because she's just gonna leave him at the altar. He's like the Batman of gossip columns.
Hey, kid, wait a minute. Give me $10 for the hat.
Sure.
That's right.
He just bought some kid's hat. Which I actually did one time. And he just got hit by another newspaper. I actually saw this guy that I was good acquaintances with, not friends per se. But we were both at a movie theater. And then after the movie, or maybe during the movie, I was like, dude, I have been looking for a hat exactly like that for years. I will give you $20 for that hat. And he's like, okay. He was a really nice guy.
When I'm wrong,
I was so stoked, and I wore it for years.
In other words, he's only human. And he brought us a bottle of wine.
Okay, so now Richard Gere is at Julia Roberts' house, hanging out with her, like, I don't know, family or something. Oh, no, her boyfriend, or fiance, and, like, her family or something. And CSI Special Victims Unit guy is there.
been sharing his father of the bride wedding memories.
What? I think I'll take this. Kitchen.
I'll help you bring it in to the kitchen.
Check on the crabs, Bob.
Okay.
They don't have a fight in there. You don't think they'd call it off, do you?
Wedding cake freezes, this we know.
You know, your daughter is such a...
That was actually kind of funny.
She's such a lovely girl.
Yeah. Well, like her mother. Look. May she rest in peace. We were all so proud of Maggie when she was in school. She won that American Legion scholarship to college.
Okay, so these are
Studied industrial design.
Julia Roberts'
Can't see
parents.
her leaving multiple grooms in the dust like that.
Oh, yes, you can. She's got it all on tape.
Who are obsessed with
Yeah,
dogs.
they're all right there.
The tapes are winning?
You were Lee at the hotel videos wedding.
Ah.
Of course, Maggie didn't know she was going to be running the 100.
Richard Gere is secretly infiltrating her household to get more information on her to write another article or something.
But she is certainly the fastest.
Some bullshit like that.
You know, Maggie's mom
Wow,
and I
they're
were
eating
blessed with
a
one child. Not for a
huge,
lack of trying.
huge pile of crabs.
I frankly consider it a bonus. But I'm
That's a
actually
very
able to plan
expensive
and,
pile of
pay for so
crabs.
many weddings.
Not this one. This one's on me.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't do
According to
on purpose,
Wikipedia,
but
this
you make
screenplay was written by 3 women.
That's right, Maggie. Just keep your eye on the ball. Sports psychology.
Bob is the head of the PE department.
Oh my god, I was right, actually. According to Wikipedia, the film was in development for over a decade. I mean, I exaggerated and said it must have been from the 40s, but
Maggie's training.
I knew the type of humor is just so outdated that it had to be an old script, and apparently it was. So, go me. See, he agrees.
Hey, Ike. How's it going?
You won't believe what I'm looking at here. I got a video. Of all 3
This
trainers.
movie actually was a huge hit money-wise.
I'll never hide.
but it only has a 46% on Rotten Tomatoes,
You want the truth?
with the consensus calling it a cliché story with lack of chemistry between Richard Gere and Julia Roberts.
Yeah, I'll send you a copy of the notes.
But it did make like 100 million, or actually worldwide it made over $300 million, and it only cost $70 million to make, or only cost. In my opinion, it should have only cost 40 at most. I don't know, just when I see amazing movies that are made for like $5 million, it just makes me wonder where all the money goes in these big time Hollywood movies. I mean, a lot of it goes to the actors, but I mean, at this point where Richard Gere and, well, I guess everyone did want to see them get together for the first time since Pretty Woman. But $70 million seems like so much for just this simple little movie. What's funny is you could have done this movie really well and maybe updated the script a little bit, not have a fainting woman, and then just hire actors that don't require $30 million, $20 million for a role. Hire popular other actors that are only, $2 million. And then improve the script a little. And there you go.
Oh, she didn't forget her.
I'm acting as if I know anything about Hollywood. I've never even been to Hollywood. So Richard Gere's watching video of the wedding that she rode away from on a horse.
We're gathered here today. Could we hold the horse, please?
So she's getting married on a horse.
Seems more jittery than the bride.
Just so you know. Here's why I would never get married on a horse. Well, for one thing, it's stupid, but second of all, what if it just shit everywhere during the vows or something? You can't predict that. You can't predict that shit. That is a shit you can't predict.
I like the white tuxedo. Yeah, but he's no good good.
You don't want it shitting on your vows.
Very traditional. He's handsome. Maybe a little too dark.
Oh, he's got the Bobster's eyes. No. Bobster's eyes closer sight. Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Can I have 2 cups of coffee?
Yeah.
And, what is that wonderful smell? Oh, the cinnamon.
So I guess it's Halloween.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay.
And everything's all Halloween themed.
Let's see. Oh.
So Richard Gere and Julia Roberts are having an awkward encounter.
Help me.
Yep, that'd be her.
You must be that Mr. Graham fella.
I am. And you are.
Hi, Betty Trout.
Hi, Betty.
Betty Trout.
You'll be the one making the cake.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I am.
And I'm also told that
So Julia Roberts' character
I'm throwing a luau for Maggie.
in this movie,
So if you're still in town,
I don't know why I sounded afraid when I was saying that, but she seems to be kind of like
are you just going to follow me around everywhere I go?
like she kind of acts like a
I'll be back.
immature young person,
Bye, Mr. Graham.
but she has to be
He's not nice.
fairly old in this movie, right?
The eyes are perfect.
It was made in 1999.
Hey, Kendall.
Maggie, don't marry Coach.
She was born in 67.
Good job, Big Dennis.
Okay, I guess she wasn't old at all. I guess she's just... She'd been around since the 80s, so I figured she had to be pretty old.
Good job, gentlemen. Good job. All right, special teams. Special teams. Hey, honey.
Richard Gere, though, holy shit, he's a year older than my dad.
What's he up to now?
Oh,
So
I
he's...
just dropped by to check out the team. Ready to talk about you. Yes.
Yeah, he was in his 50s when this movie was made. I guess he is a lot older than her.
Good you are. And I'm the luckiest man alive. Mm-hmm. Well, I better be moving. Got a lot of work to do today.
Christopher Maloney, that's the guy from CSI SVU.
You invited
I like that guy. My girlfriend seems to think he's like
Don't you realize
unusually attractive, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so different from and different aged from how I am. I'm like, oh my god.
My princess for a ride on her chariot.
My girlfriend has the weirdest taste in guys. They're all like, if we're watching a movie and we talk about who's hot and who's not or whatever, the guys that she thinks the hottest are so random.
bad thoughts? Really bad thoughts.
Like, she thinks Eric Bana,
Impure nature.
Bana, whatever the fuck he is like the hottest guy in Hollywood. It's like, huh. I mean, he's an attractive guy, but I mean, that's your number one
How bad is that?
crush in Hollywood?
My way out of that.
Holy fuck.
My child.
Also doesn't look anything like me.
The name is Maggie. It was this side of 10 years ago you had your tongue down my throat, so don't, my child, Brian, okay? It annoys me.
Look, Meg, don't get so upset.
Hey, Brian, talk to me. Brian, I need to talk to you.
Maggie, you're not even Catholic, so you really shouldn't be here.
I'm sorry. I'm just so stressed out about this slimeball reporter being in town. And
I think she
tell you
was...
that he might stop by here and ask you all kinds of ridiculous questions.
So she was like in confessional with some weird priest, and he was like, "This is bullshit because I know who you are, and you're not even of this religion." So then now they're just talking normally in the church.
What exactly did he ask?
Man, I guess she was only in her early 30s.
Just respectful things. What kind of music did you like? What did we have in common back then? Did you ruin my life when you left me at the altar?
What did you say?
How could I be angry when this
That
is
is unbelievable. I could have sworn she was like 40 already. It seems like she's already had a huge career and now it's just on the decline. She doesn't do much anymore.
Of course, God, yes. Not
Imagine having your career winding down
the man is a lunatic, but
when
I
you're
know exactly where he's
not
going.
even middle-aged.
Oh, first. Hi, sorry.
And then other actors never even get famous till they're kind of old.
Oh, he wanted to know.
Jeffrey Rush never made it big time till he was in his 40s or 50s.
He's gonna remember after all.
40s, I think.
Scrambled with salt, pepper, and dill, same as me.
So wait, did she used to... Okay, so this priest
Maggie, I'm happy now. Here, it's where I'm supposed to be.
is her
But
ex-fiance that she left at the altar.
do me this favor, confess to Father Patrick.
I wonder if they used to bang. I mean, are priests allowed to bang? Are they allowed to fuck each other? I mean, maybe not a priest on priest, but, you know. Who can they fuck?
Remember Radio City Music Hall concert when Jerry was on Ripple and I'm going like, dude, let me jam? Yeah.
Gil,
I'll play
listen,
for you. Do you remember, Maggie? You were there.
Can you focus on me? There's this reporter who made
Whoa,
my
she's
life a
talking
living
to this
hell.
crazy guy with a guitar who seems to
Whatever
be
you
like
do,
on crack
do
or
not show
something.
him that picture of me from the concert in San Francisco. Okay? Can you...
Wait, San Francisco, wait, but we went there a few times. There's another picture. Which picture? Because one time we had a flat tire, you remember? It was Maggie Carpenter.
So, Richard Gere is basically stalking Julia Roberts.
See, it was a very chilly evening.
He's basically like a sleazeball
What's really interesting about
journalist.
this, though, is that you can't see that rose tattoo on your back.
Oh, yeah. I bet me $60. You don't still have it. I said, you're on, man. Maggie loved that thing. And Maggie, seriously, I mean, I could use $50.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there a crackhead meth addict in this movie? It seems oddly out of place.
Look, I'm not going to show you guys anything. I am assumed to be a married woman. So just...
I would love to give you this, believe me, I would. Just give
Also, there seems to be a weird theme in Hollywood movies where mechanics are like weirdos or drug addicts or alcoholics or something.
Right. Satisfied?
completely.
Maggie.
Or eccentric super geniuses.
I'll go you double or nothing. It was sticky.
Maggie?
I am really, really afraid of needles.
Oh god, I can't believe this movie is 2 whole fucking hours.
Look. I think this man is heartbroken. I think I am.
Wait, is this one of her ex-fiancés?
Guitar and you have Lydia? You're not. We'll talk about this later, okay?
Daddy? What would Jerry do? He'd play. Jerry. He would play.
I don't understand what the fuck just happened. Why was that guy... He was either like a man-child or he was high on something.
Wow, there's Ike with the mayor and the police chief. Boy, he sure makes friends, Izzy.
Now Richard Gere is hanging out with the police chief and playing guitar with a bunch of people. He's basically taking over the entire town where she lives just to fuck with her and write this story.
There he is again. Snoop Doggy Dog.
I'm going to marry Maggie someday. Oh, really?
Easy. Attractive man.
The vicious reporter is attractive.
Wait a
You're
second.
saying viciousness is attractive?
No, I'm not saying viciousness is
Joan Cusack's like, wow, Richard Gere's hot. And Julia Roberts like, fuck you, he's evil and he wrote a mean article. Apparently there was a retarded kid who just said he was gonna marry her too, because everyone else does, basically.
Yeah, well done.
I will handle
Don't move your lips.
I will handle this. I won't say anything. Handle it.
It must be hard to do comedy when you know that the script isn't very good. But then you have, I don't know, but maybe you think Gary Marshall, he's a veteran of comedy. He's one of the old school Hollywood guys, but maybe he was a little too old school in terms of comedy.
Corey Fleming? He's a radio announcer here, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard of
I mean,
with Flem?
I would like the quality of old school to come back, but I don't think anyone's clamoring for the comedy of the 70s.
All-stars in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I must be very proud of him.
Well, I didn't really know him back then. I mean, he was actually dating Maggie at the time. I mean,
he never really. I mean, they were never gonna get engaged or anything. I mean, he just was just like.
So Joan Cusack's
really irritating.
blathering away to Richard Gere. There was a good play in the baseball game. that's what that racket was.
Still friends.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a long time ago. And, you know, just...
You all right?
Yeah.
Hey, Peggy. Hey. Cookies for today's game were donated by Betty Trout. Now look for the comment, George Hill.
You have been here, what, like 3 minutes? What did you do to her? What?
You could just turn that finger around.
Excuse me?
Oh, Corey. What is that? What is this about?
You know what? We have all been friends our
Wow,
entire
Richard Gere
lives.
just
It's
did
how
a
you
very
relate to
odd
people. You
little
obviously don't
jig.
understand.
I'm not the only one who does not understand. USS Maggie leaves quite awake. Excuse me.
So he has this vendetta against her.
Monster man.
And out of frustration, she went so far as to call him a pot stir man.
Right. That's cheering. Cheering normal. Cheering.
And then apparently she went insane and just started saying random words. That was kind of bizarre. Oh my god, and she breaks into people's houses and creeps around in there with the lights off. Or maybe it's her roommate, but wait, no, it's at her salon. She was sitting there in the dark, waiting for her, just so she could be like, hey.
Spaz out with excess flirtatious energy, and it just lands on anything male that moves. Anything male that moves, as opposed to anything male that doesn't. Well, like certain kinds of coral. Definitely gonna have to kill myself. Why? Because you think I'm all like, hey,
This
man,
is
check me out. No, I
so
don't.
far,
I think you're like, I'm charming.
43 minutes of Julia Roberts not wearing a single good outfit, which is interesting. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, she's playing a small town chick who, you know, I grew up in a small town. There's not really any reason to dress extravagantly. 'Cause you know everyone. You're not going to impress anyone because everyone already knows who you are. There's no point in... I mean, I dressed crazy. I dressed like a fucking lunatic, but that's just because I'm a weirdo. But I'm surprised that, you know, it's Julia Roberts, and actresses like her usually have things in their contracts that say, like,
I'm not worried about you and Corey or me and
they
Corey,
can't do
or
certain things because it would be
irreversibly screwed up.
unladylike. They can't. They have to always look good. They can't. Various, and so do male stars too. Like Vin Diesel has a contract where his character can never ever lose a fight, which is retarded. Because what if it helps the story along? What if he loses a fight and then comes back later and then beats the guy that time? I mean, That's drama.
Well,
But to say he has rules in his contract that he can never, ever, ever lose a fight. They're not real fights. Everyone knows that they're not real fucking fights.
You know, that's the only time that's funny. Let's just see.
Everyone knows it's just written. It could be written a different way. It could be written this way, that way. It's a fucking story. You can't... Oh my god.
So humiliating. Thank you.
Oh my god. Julia Roberts just made the most disgusting face ever. And she said it's so humiliating. I think she was being real when she said that's humiliating. It's going to be in the movie. It's the ugliest face anyone's ever made. It was amazing.
Hi.
Second floor. Won't take anything big.
So, I don't know what's going on right now.
No, my theory is that
Wow, she just stole someone's cassette tape. Like a music cassette tape of Miles Davis. Were people still using cassette tapes in 1999? This script is so goddamn old!
I should get all those guys to prove she's not that beautiful. Fight me, paper boy.
Sorry, I got distracted. Now I don't know what's going on in the movie.
Sometimes they don't bring them back.
Why take a chance?
Hi.
Julia Roberts is snuck into Ike's room.
All right, I know you're in there. I saw it. You realize you're messing with the First Amendment now. Come on, open up. Come on.
I suppose that was kind of funny. Oh wait, never mind. No, it's not.
All right, I'm coming in. Coming through. Last chance. Here I come. Here I come.
She's doing that classic... Oh god, she's doing that classic movie scene where they're on the balcony, they climb out the window and they're on the balcony and they only have like a couple inches.
You know what? You do that. And can you remind him that he's bringing the wine to the luau?
And now she's like scurrying away on the...
Wait for the original. Should be available in a week.
This script is obviously so fucking old. And it was even dated... It was dated when it was written. It was already dated. Oh my god.
Freeze. Oh, hold on to those covers. Come here.
She somehow snuck into Richard Gere's room and just woke him up by making bird noises.
So your notes made for interesting reading. What's your point? My point is, once again, you're getting it all wrong.
So she broke into his hotel room, stole all of his notes, and read all of his notes that he's writing about her for his story.
Help you write the truth. Mm-hmm. Oh. I've decided to cooperate and let you interview me.
So now she wants him to interview her instead of just writing slander.
I will answer all your questions and let you follow me around.
The magazine does not spend money for stories. It's not what you would call ethical.
Oh, no, I meant you. I figured you probably got severance or expenses or both. I'm guessing that you're writing on spec. And with a first-person interview, you might actually sell that thing.
Too much.
$750. $650.
How does this bumfuck nowhere chick, who is apparently supposed to be fairly stupid,
I know what you're whistling. Hello.
how does she know what writing on spec is, and how does she know what writing on spec means, and the intricacies of the writing business?
Wonderful stuff. All these found industrial.
Because this was written before the internet existed,
Tree.
and so in the context of this movie, the internet basically doesn't exist.
The whole thing is great. I think. Look,
So you can't just Google shit.
Maybe someday.
God, this movie is fucking 15 years too old.
I'm not afraid. Just someday. This is Brian.
Oh, Father Brian.
Gil.
Yeah.
And George. He proposed at a butterfly
Sorry,
farm.
I
Thomas.
lost track again and stopped paying attention for a second.
A little too Silence of the Lambs for my taste.
Well, he's an entomologist. But it was very unique. And finally, Bob.
Hmm?
He proposed during the 7th inning stretch at an Oriole game.
So
Wait.
she has
Marry me, Maggie.
she has all the engagement rings from all of her previous victims.
What do you mean? It was incredibly romantic.
Look, maybe it's just me, but if you gotta dress it up like that, it just doesn't ring true. I think the most that anybody can honestly say is, look, I guarantee there'll be tough times. I guarantee that at some point, one or both of us is going to want to get out of this thing. But I also guarantee that if I don't ask you to be mine, I'll regret it the rest of my life.
Wait,
In my heart,
wait a second.
you're the only one for me.
I like it.
Wait.
I like it better on scoreboard. So is that what you said when you asked your wife to marry you? Don't look so surprised. You got divorce written all over you.
I'm a work in progress.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. He went on some kind of monologue about love.
So, maybe you and I should, what do you think? Huh?
Wait, did he just say...
Bliss.
Wait, what the fuck is happening? Did he just say he wants to fuck her?
You don't know. Maybe you should ask her sometime. Never thought of that.
Did he just say he wants to fuck her? That would be fucking insane.
Even with everything that's happened, I have still never been married, and I still deserve a beautiful dress. Mrs. Whitmire? Where are you going? Oh, hi.
I have no idea what just happened. I can't really summarize that because it was batshit crazy.
No, I didn't. No, he tripped on his own shoelaces.
You've come for your dress. Good. It's in the bag.
Oh,
I'll get it.
actually, I decided to get this dress.
Oh. The one you have on hold is lovely, dear.
No, I know, but I changed my mind.
This is $1,000.
I have $1,000.
The other one is only $300.
that dress for sale?
So she's, what, trying to buy a wedding dress or some bullshit?
After all, you only wear them for about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I guess that's true. The other dress is nice.
I mean, so, what the fuck? If she's... She must have been so young in Pretty Woman then. Because she's still so young in this movie. And this is over 10 years later. This is more than 10 years later.
She wants that one.
It's $1,000.
Listen, Aunt B. Verbal communication was never perfect for me. Let's try visual, all right?
Oh, God.
The dress. Now. Well, it's a nice, beautiful dress, and anything else she wants, it's hers, okay? All right?
So, Richard Gere is trying to be cutting edge and dashing and romantic.
What do you think?
That wedding dress actually sucks. I hope that's not what she goes with. This is a shitty wedding dress.
Fine.
You're reading your newspaper upside down. That's got to be better than fine.
See, and then there's the whole tired old joke of, you're reading your newspaper upside down, so obviously you were paying attention. The whole upside down newspaper thing has been done literally since at least the 30s, if not the 20s. If not before that even.
It works.
Trust me, I've seen a shit ton of movies from the 20s and 30s, and that joke was already old.
Oh, geez, yeah, I'm going to the luau. I never miss it. You know, the barbershop quartet.
Pressman? We're ready to order here, I think.
I'm all out of the special because
That's all right.
I'm not saying that an interesting theme can't be done over and over,
What is that? I can't even order
but
eggs
only if it's
without
good.
listening from you?
Hey,
Maybe it was good the first time,
What does that sound?
80 years ago.
What is it? Verbal or...
Maggie is the sweetest person you're ever going to meet. But she focuses too much, out there. She needs to start focusing more in here. I mean, that's why I think she's had, whatever you want to call problems in the past.
Jesus, my window was open the whole
That's
time.
what
I hope
we're working on.
my neighbor doesn't
Focus
call
on
the
Maggie, focus on Maggie.
cops on me for being so loud.
Focus on Bob. And I've been running Maggie through these visualization exercises. All the sports drinks use this head stuff. Visualize the end zone. Visualize that hole in one.
So this is the guy from CSI Special Victims Unit trying to do broad comedy.
Never done. See you later. Bye, Miss Pressman.
I mean, very broad comedy. I mean, I guess that's what Gary Marshall does, is very broad
I wanted to try
comedy.
There are reasons why there have been 3 weddings and no I do's. Well, you can't believe
It's broad as fuck,
Wonder I don't weigh
bitches.
300 pounds. The father bought all that booze that nobody drank, but he didn't mind that. I like very much. Hi, Netta.
Grammy here is giving me the skinny on why you run from marital bliss.
Right. Netta, cover up your ears. It's not that she's afraid of the wedding. She's afraid of the wedding night. Innocent girls are terrified of the one-eyed snake.
Oh my god, so the old lady is saying that she's not afraid of getting married. She's afraid of getting fucked the night of the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the one-eyed snake,
I'll
which
tell
is
you
a
one thing,
penis,
your grandpa never
apparently.
forgot that wedding night. Netta, you can take your
But
hands down.
then
Please.
Julia Roberts just informed us that she had indeed already fucked, so it's okay.
Bye, Netta.
You don't need to worry about the sexual status.
I found this, and I didn't know if it was something interesting.
It's Miles Davis.
I was cleaning out the attic, and
It's very hard to find in good condition. You hold on to this. This is incredible.
why don't you take it?
Huh?
Take it.
So she found a Miles Davis record, a rare album that he might like, and gave it to him. So this is where they start to like each other, I guess, even though there's really no reason to. And she's engaged!
What do we got here?
She's already getting married in a few days!
I haven't had any fun since you got your driver's license.
You give me a tip. I haven't had a whole lot of fun either.
So her dad is all wasted at a
Good boy, Porthole.
dive bar, and she's
Hey, Steph.
Oh, I'll be
driving
right
him
back.
home.
That guy Travis really has a problem.
Listen, I guess
Here
I'll
we
get...
Okay. Steady. Now, you're gonna lean, I'm gonna push.
Good daughters let their fathers pass out. Hey, Walter.
What the...
Please don't
What the fuck? Richard Gere just fucking appeared out of fucking nowhere while she's trying to load her drunken dad into... Wait, is she putting her drunken dad into his own car so he can drive away?
Why don't you just...
I mean,
let
he's
us switch it
passed
off in the
out.
truck? Come for a ride with me. Come back from later.
so hold on. They're gonna leave her drunken dad passed out with his head on the steering wheel of his car, blacked out drunk,
Drinking more and more since my mom passed.
and they're gonna leave him there at the
Quit
bar.
school to come back here.
Yeah, I know the story.
You realize that he might wake up in 2 hours still blacked out drunk and be like, hey, whoa, what the fuck, I gotta drive home, and then drive off a cliff?
My mother wanted me to be a novelist.
That was so
So
irresponsible.
wrote for Toby.
Why didn't they drive him home? He has a fucking car.
So I...
What a bunch of assholes.
I became a reporter.
Her dad might get arrested. I guess maybe it's assumed he won't get arrested because he does this all the time and they know everyone in town, so I guess maybe they know he won't get arrested because they know all the cops and all that shit. But still, come on. At least drive him home.
What kind of gas did you
Ugh.
put? Diesel?
I mean, he's fucking old.
To the car.
He might choke on his own vomit.
This car takes unleaded. Your filter is clogged.
Can you fix it?
I'm gonna need to get some tools.
Oh, good. Kind of isolated here. Well, there's one thing us New Yorkers know.
So they're falling in love, but there's and this is something that happens in a lot of romantic comedies, is they start to fall in love for no fucking reason.
Country girls cut across the field.
Like, it doesn't erase all of his actions or her actions.
Oh, be careful of
She tried to get him fired, and she did get him fired. He wrote a mean article about her.
Walk nice.
But now they're just like, oh well, who cares? We're gonna fall in love. Doopy-doo.
What are you doing? Snake dance?
Carry his snake.
Also, he's 55 years older than her.
Carry myself.
You think there's one right person for everybody?
No, but I think attraction is too often mistaken for rightness. Attraction is very misleading.
So now they're walking through a cornfield.
Yes, it is.
And Richard Gere. Oh my god. I just realized something. Is that Richard Gere's real hair? You never know, because fucking half the people in movies have wigs on. Is that his real hair? He might be bald for all we know. He might be Egghead from Batman 66.
Lionel? You have tools?
Hey, Maggie. What are you gonna do? Bust out of another wedding?
Sure are well known round here.
No, Fish, it's almost done, I swear. This story's taking a very interesting turn.
So this takes place in Hale, Maryland, I think.
You could have told me that you were fiancé number 3.
And end up in the papers?
Oh yeah, it turns out the crazy guy is fiance number 3.
I was traveling around studying the reproductive and migratory patterns of locusts when Maggie met me.
Tell me, George, why do you
He's a fucking insane lunatic fringe scientist studying the reproductive functions of bugs.
That's what I said. I don't think that's what you
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm working on it. How's it?
And by the way, it's not funny either. His performance isn't funny. His role isn't funny. His dialogue isn't funny. It's just kind of odd.
Join the club. What are you talking about? I think that you need this much more than I do.
I am a journalist. I'm doing an article. Look, see, I'm being paid. This will be published. It's a cover story. I will you'll get all the facts in the article. Do you know what kind of egg she likes?
Poached. Same as me.
So she's basically, I mean, what's the deal? So she's just like fucked all these dudes and marries them, but then or ditches out the last second constantly.
Well, it takes 3 people to make our
So she's like, what, bipolar or something? Like, what's going on with that?
With us, with 2 of us. It's been a long time. You remember?
Ooh, so now Richard Gere is with his ex-wife playing piano. You know what that means. That's traditional Hollywood speak for there's about to be an intimate moment.
Wow. It only took us 12 years to say.
So he's trying to fuck his ex-wife.
Yeah, you want to get your fortune. Let me see what. Confucius say, man who leave wife alone with ex-husband may leave altogether.
And he made a racist Asian joke. And now we're on to another scene. So, originally I proclaimed this as a masterpiece before I had seen it. And now, an hour 9 minutes in, I'm starting to think that it's probably not quite a masterpiece.
Walter, I'm thinking about going back to my maiden name.
Can you still remember it?
It's not, you know, I haven't seen him in 24 hours, and I would...
So they're at some kind of weird wedding or some kind of weird get-together. I don't fucking know, but they're all dressed as Hawaiians.
Welcome to our annual luau.
Traditional luau
Aloha, Mr. Trout.
Hawaiian garb.
You got something without
Oh my god, my friend had that shirt. A friend of mine had that exact shirt, that same Hawaiian shirt. So now Richard Gere's creeping up on Julia Roberts. I still don't understand how they got past hating each other and suddenly now they're in love and he wants to seduce her away from her fiance. He has his arms around her. What the fuck is happening? This is bullshit. And we're supposed to root for this? They're practically already together, and she's marrying some other guy who she loves, supposedly. Oh, God.
Attention! Pay attention to Walter. Listen closely. He slurs.
And there's the dad who got drunk and blacked out and passed out in the parking lot of the bar. And they left him there. What if he died? He's old as fuck. You could, if you get that drunk, you could possibly die of like heart failure.
Maybe pitter-patter of little feet, not be Maggie.
And he looked lifeless. He was completely half dead.
May the gift be returnable.
I guess completely half dead is a complete oxymoron. I'm sorry, that didn't make sense.
You're not losing a daughter?
Completely half dead. Wow.
Maggie may not be Hale's longest running joke, but she is certainly the fastest.
So her dad just made fun of her
Just a minute. I don't know yet.
in front of everybody.
Come on, Ag. Take a shot at Maggie live. It's much more fun than print.
Well, it's a joke. They're kidding.
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
So everyone's making fun of her.
And a toast to Maggie's family and friends. May you find yourselves the bullseye of an easy target. May you be publicly flogged for all of your bad choices. And may your noses be rubbed in all of your mistakes.
Well, that was funny, but enough toasting. Let's hula. Everybody, let's get up and start the band.
So I guess Richard Gere was the only person that stood up for her.
Maggie? Well, where are those hula dancers? Honey, go find the
Here, she might need this.
Everybody gets the hula.
Where's Maggie going to?
Oh, she just wanted to get me something for her car.
Maybe she needs help. Okay, the guard, the food boss. Yeah. Okay, Forrest Gregg. No, Elijah, the running back.
The fridge, refrigerator Perry.
Maggie? Hey.
So everyone hates her fiance.
Don't pretend to be a nice person.
I was the only person in there defending you.
You humiliated me.
No, Maggie, I defended you. Humiliating you is what everyone else did in there.
So is he's totally wasted. He's totally drunk.
Now they all feel sorry for me.
Well, they should. They're about to see you hang yourself.
What do you...
Tell me something. Do you really care about Mount Everest?
It's fun. It's high.
Sexual practices of locusts?
What the fuck? Once again, Julia Roberts is saying just completely weird random shit. It's like, it's fun. It's high. What does it's high mean?
Lost woman.
Lost?
Yes, lost. You're so...
And then she's talking about insects.
What kind of eggs you like? Yes. Yes. Yes, that's right. With the priest, you wanted scrambled. With a
Gotta
dead head,
go,
it was fried.
empty
The other
this
guy, the bug guy, it
weed
was
out.
poached. Now it's egg whites only. Thank you very much.
That is called changing your mind.
No, that's called not having a mind of your own. Maggie, what are you doing? You really want that guy up there to drag you up Annapurna for your honeymoon? You do not want to climb Annapurna.
Yes,
Come
I
back.
do.
No, you don't. You want a man who will lead you down
Here, we'll let some more weed.
with his hand over your eyes so you can discover and feel the sand under your feet. You want a guy to wake you up at dawn.
So Richard Gere is professing his love for Julia Roberts.
I know what he'll say.
Even though he's an asshole and he's been writing columns that are misogynistic for years, and but I guess that's fine.
I am getting married.
Love prevails.
You are just trying to make me run. You're a cynical, exploitive,
Whoa.
mean-hearted
Wowzers.
creep who wouldn't know real love if it bit him in the arm.
Oh God. She just said if you wouldn't
Tear others
know
down
real
and-
love if it bit
and
you in the
laugh
armpit.
and criticize what they do because
That's
you're
disgusting
so
and weird,
crazy.
and no one has ever said that before. It's not something people say.
I
And
read
don't
your
mention
column.
armpits if you're making a
No.
romantic, sweet comedy,
wrote
which this
anything
movie
about
obviously
this
fails
stuff.
at doing. But
I am not the
don't mention armpits if you don't need to. No one's ever even said that.
Am I right?
Mac? Hey, help me out here. Green Bay right guard. Bart Starr. You okay?
So her husband-to-be is like a... He's like quasi-mentally challenged.
Jerry Crib! They started on the ice boat.
Seriously, like, I mean, that's the acting choice that was made. That's his personality.
What's lunch? Turkey and cheese?
Honey, your grandmother and I are thinking about having a wedding gift museum.
So Julia Roberts,
What?
Stop, don't
who's
say
still
another
wearing
word
gray
like
and brown and
Maggie,
shit.
it was just a joke.
No.
Her dad is apparently a
Humiliating, and
juggler
it's gone
because he
on
was
long enough.
juggling
that. You may not like that you had
for
a
a
daughter
couple minutes
with
there.
problems, but guess what? I don't like that I have a father who's drunk all the time.
Okay, now she's finally talking about the fact that he's drunk all the time. So I guess
Okay, tell me
it
why
is a
Maggie's
thing.
having another rehearsal, and 2 days before the wedding, she's already done this.
Well, Bob insisted she visualize the ceremony.
Okay, we're ready. You want me to have Ike leave now?
Actually, let's make Ike the pastor.
I'd rather not.
No, it'll give you a great view. I think it's perfect. Okay? Hey.
Okay.
So wait, this is like the run through of the wedding?
He's gonna be the pastor? Yes. Yes, because I want him front and center so he can just see everything.
What the fuck?
Cindy.
Julia Roberts' character is like manipulating everything in this situation to be completely bizarre.
I don't want to talk about the luau, okay?
She acts like a crazy, confused teenager.
Bob's in a hurry.
Girls!
Okay, Maggie, remember what Bob said. Let us visualize. Be the ball. Sink the putt. Make the shot. Nothing but net. Never say die. Move your butts.
Girls! Where are you?
On our way, Coach.
I don't understand. There was I don't understand what just happened. There was some kind of weird exchange. I really can't describe it. So, SCI detective is there.
What's she doing?
She's being the bell instead of the ball.
And now, Julia Roberts is,
Max,
for
you
some
okay?
reason... I'm not gonna bother explaining that because that was fucking crazy. Okay. She was swinging around from a giant bell on a rope. I don't know why she was doing this. And neither does any of the characters. No one in the movie knows why she was doing that. And neither does the audience.
Okay, you know something?
I don't know what it I don't know why she was fucking doing that.
Right, you're tensing, you feel it? Right? We just need to limber you up for a second. Okay, right, you're me.
That was crazy.
Well, she's got to come, honey. I'm gonna walk with you.
Now he's the groom.
Smoke more weed. This is an incredibly bizarre scene. This is so weird, I don't even know why it's happening. SCI, or CSI detective is, waving Julia Roberts' arms around like she's some kind of weird doll. And he's acting like a completely crazy lunatic.
I'll land on the goal line.
Good. Okay, and I'm the pastor, and I say, dearly beloved.
Dude, this is so bizarre. Shit just got weird. Like, her fiance is acting like some sort of crazy director of a play that's like an... oh my god. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Now, suddenly, Julia Roberts and Richard Gere are seriously making out. They're just making out lovingly.
Maggie? Max?
Joan Cusack just yelled, "No!"
Okay. So
as they were making out.
You did great. What the hell were you doing?
Bob, I'm really sorry about that. She kissed me back.
I kissed you back.
Yes, you did. You kissed me.
Yeah, caught that. You want to tell me how long this has been going on?
She just yelled, "No."
It's longer for me.
Really?
What do you expect me to say?
Okay, so...
Hello?
Well, Bob, you could say,
Julia Roberts and Richard Gere just said that they're in love with each other. Oh my god. And Julia Roberts was like, "I love you too," and like, "We're gonna get married." And then the guy she was engaged to just punched Richard Gere in the nose hard. Hard.
That's progress. You are going to find some woman who can make you so much happier than I ever could. Look out.
So now Julia Roberts and Ike are supposed to like get together or something, I guess.
Yeah, well, why don't you just call me later?
Bob, this may not be a good time, but here's my number. Drive safely, Bob.
That was very disturbing. Like, Julia Roberts' boyfriend was he was like the dungeon master of some kind of weird erotic role-playing where he was forcing his fiancée to get married to Richard Gere. It was completely fucking bizarre.
Frankly, I don't even want to talk about
That was fucking weird and creepy. It was like Eyes Wide Shut. And now Richard Gere is making out with Julia Roberts. And they're obsessed with each other now. For no reason, by the way. Nothing even happened that should have made them fall in love, but they just randomly fall in love for no reason. Even though they're treating each other like shit. For the first half of the movie.
A little space here. All right. Do you think maybe... Well, you do have a dress.
Oh, God.
And the church.
Oh, God.
The wedding date.
They're at a church. And she's wearing like or she has a wedding dress.
You do have to go down the aisle with somebody.
Wait a second. He's saying that instead of her fiance, that she should fucking marry him instead. He's like, someone has to get married, doobie-doo. But aren't there laws? I mean, I've been married. You have to get a wedding license, and then you have to wait 3 days at least. What the fuck? And there's a random shot of... Oh, God. Wait, he's drunk, though. He's drunk.
You do this often?
Well, there's not a lot to do around here.
This is the creepiest, weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I can't possibly describe it, and that was completely fucked up, and that was completely scary.
Grandma?
You have to look it up.
Look, I'll see you at the wedding then, right?
It's
And you'll
like
be there, huh?
Richard Gere and
7
Julia
hours.
Roberts both had their mouth full of like connects, which is kind of like a ripoff of it's like a mix between Lincoln Logs and
I
Legos.
feel like I can write. I want to write.
That was fucking creepy as fuck.
Mister, if you pee on that person, I'm gonna kill you. Hi.
Oh my god, now everyone's going fucking insane.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
That's all right. It's all right.
Wow, I see the most beautiful girl.
It's weird, Julia Roberts has not worn a single decent outfit the entire movie except for the wedding dress at the beginning. She wears like dumpy sweaters and garish colored sweatpants and pajamas. She wears a lot of dark green, which by the way is pretty much the most unattractive color to wear. I think so. This song blows ass. I think this is the Dixie Chicks. God, that was a terrible song. That song blows ass. Which is kind of an intense image to conjure up there. Blowing ass.
Well, the turnout for this morning's ceremony is usually paid for royalty or Hollywood movie stars, but Maggie Carpenter is Hail Maryland's very own.
T-shirts, hey, I got 5 Friday. I got what part of I do, don't you understand? Hey, get your Runaway Bride T-shirt.
Will she or won't she? That is on the minds of these.
So she's getting married, and the press is there, wondering if she'll actually get married or if she'll run away like she did all the other times.
8 geese flying in a V. Don't get with the lucky geese. You always see geese. Not 8 in a V. 8 is better. 8 in a V. Can you imagine?
V. V for,
Victory. Victory. And Velcro. Okay. Velcro stuck together. Vertical. Oh. Well, you know.
sweaty, I'm not.
So she's wearing a wedding veil
Bags are for later.
with a flannel shirt underneath.
Rub your ears. Great idea. That's a very good idea. Right, rub your ears. Corey does that to me sometimes.
So,
And you just
seriously, Julia Roberts' acting decision in this movie was to be, I'm gonna act like I'm an emotionally stunted 23-year-old who thinks they're 14.
showtime.
That's better. Pretty
And they're
nice,
rubbing
actually.
her ears.
That's nice.
Like a bunch of weird fetishist perverts. Not really. I'm sorry I said that.
Is this your last marriage?
Any little plans in the future? Oh, he gets.
He got hit by a newspaper again.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. This is who makes this. Okay. All right. The girl is not attacking you. Okay. Now is the time to calm down.
Is this
You don't get calm.
for
You
real?
don't get your dress on.
That just before a wedding,
Married in flannel?
women go completely insane, and not just the brides, but also everyone that's friends with them. They all go completely insane, according to Hollywood movies. They all go fucking insane.
We gotta hurry because the Sunday school kids are coming.
Don't worry, there's no money.
I've been married and no one went insane.
No, no fun.
Listen, I was going to do the Scorsese thing where I come down the aisle.
Whatever, just do it. Shoot.
Friends.
Oh, God. Thank you.
Wait,
We are friends, aren't we, Fisher?
Of course we are.
Yes, you'll be my best man.
they can't possibly be getting
Go
married.
and see the pastor. He'll tell you what to do. Someone will tell
They don't
me.
even know each other.
You always look
It's been like 3 days.
And I'm happy for you. I have a car waiting out back for you just in case she decides to run.
I have an invitation. Lou.
You look terrible.
Now, Special Victims Unit detective
Really?
I wouldn't want to have found
confronting
out that I wasn't the
Richard
one for her in
Gere.
the fourth quarter.
And now all of a sudden he's best friends with him.
Maintain eye contact.
The problem is he's in a comedic role, but none of his lines are funny. None of them. Not a single line is funny. Although I do kind of like this scene of Julia Roberts in her wedding dress standing in front of a fan.
You know you should.
I do like that because it's kind of realistic.
63 Buick.
Thank you, Mrs.
Oh, what are you saying? We're practically family. How's that fair?
Hello, my name is Fisher.
Because if you're wearing that intense of a dress, it's gonna be fucking hot.
The hair from my neck.
Mrs. Trout.
But you don't want to walk up the aisle
Thank you.
covered in sweat.
Mrs. Trout.
He doesn't have
Don't do
it. I
Don't.
just want that.
Don't.
All right. Well, then in the pocket. Right in the pocket. That's lead 9. Just go.
Oh,
I don't even know what just fucking happened.
I'm really rooting for this one.
okay, Dad.
Let's smoke some weed.
The place is packed, with the whole town of Hale on the bride side, and with many New Yorkers on the groom side. Is this taken?
No.
By the way, I got a Thor
Hi,
action
from my
figure
I'm
in the mail today, and it was one of the worst figures I've ever received. And it was a waste of money, and I'm very depressed about it. It was like this late 90s Toy Biz Thor figure that I'd never seen. I just got so interested because I'd never seen such a thing before. And it was so cheap. It was just a few bucks. I just ordered it, and I got it today, and I'm fucking pissed.
Sauntering down the aisle. I don't like that. Just make time.
It's
Just
not
sit there.
cool
Just
at
go.
all.
Fine.
I would have been better off with the the Marvel Select version. Anyway, that has
All
nothing to do
rise,
with this
please.
movie. So she's walking down the aisle.
The bride is walking down the aisle.
For some reason, there's a guy narrating.
Oh, she's pausing. Keep eye contact. Stay with me.
I feel like I don't have to do anything now because he's narrating everything.
Please be seated. Thank you.
I just need a camera.
We are gathered here today. Please, no cameras now. Could we hold off photos until the end of the ceremony? Thank you. We are gathered here today. Where is she going? Don't.
Wait. Oh my god, Julia Roberts is running away. She tries to run away from the wedding, but people closed the door so she couldn't run away. Now she's escaping down a secret trap door in the floor. Oh my god! It's like she had this whole escape plan. It's an Armani suit. That's a joke that's been done 80 bajillion times, people. Please don't write that joke into your movie.
He's running after her.
So she just jumped into a FedEx truck.
Where do you think she's going?
Wherever it is, she'll be there by 10:30 tomorrow.
And Richard Gere is running after her. Oh, now he's all sad because he's Richard Gere and Julia Roberts left.
What is your next move? How do you feel right now? What will you do now? I know you must be Mr. Graham, what about giving her now? Mr. Graham, talk to her.
That's enough. Come on, leave it alone.
Hardware honey goes nuts and bolts. How many times is she going to do this?
So now it's all over the papers the next day that she ditched yet another marriage.
Requested that we all stop gossiping about last week's Maggie Carpenter almost wedding. This is Corey Fleming for WHALE saying, may the good Lord make you smart enough to live in a small town.
And we cut. Emma loves you.
Hey, you okay? Yeah. I'm closed and you want to go to Butch's for a drink? I'm going to finish up. Okay.
So Joan Cusack wants to go to a dive bar with
I was thinking about that.
Julia Roberts, but
I
she
think
says no.
The D in the geese was half of a W for... What are you talking about? Wedding! Wedding! You just got to get the rest of your ducks in a row. So you still think that you're quick? You're very quick?
I don't get it. I don't get the dialogue of the last few lines. I don't understand. So there's Richard Gere looking all Richard Gere-ish on his couch. I don't know if I agree with this choice of song. So now Julia Roberts is like working out, like punching bags and shit like that. And now Richard Gere's obsessed with candles or something. I'm not sure exactly what that was about. So Julia Roberts is fucking obsessed with eggs. I mean seriously obsessed with eggs. Now Gere's wandering sadly through the city. Oh my god, she did it again. Julia Roberts creeped into his apartment when he wasn't even there and then just sat there in the darkness until he showed up. She's like, I'm here. Oh my god.
It's okay that I'm here.
She's like, is it okay that I'm here? He's like, well, I don't have much choice because you're already here, you freaking weirdo.
Furious. Irate. Livid.
What is it, Maggie? You're in business? I saw your lamps. They're terrific. Yeah, really.
Something that I've always wanted to do.
You know, you could make breaking and entering into a new career. So, what are you doing here, anyway?
So Gere seems to be slightly annoyed that she's there and broke into his apartment.
Why
I would be fucking pissed.
sometimes ride away from things.
Does it matter?
When I was walking down the aisle, I was walking toward somebody who had no idea who I really was. And it was only half the other person's fault because I had done everything to convince him that I was exactly what he wanted. So it was good that I didn't go through with it because it would have been a lie.
She's explaining why she left everybody.
You knew the real me.
But yet somehow Richard Gere knows the real her. He's only known her for a couple days.
Still, I ended up chasing a truck.
I can't do anything about the truck.
She's wearing a turtleneck, which is not cool at all.
Benedict.
Arnold.
I love eggs I hate all the other kinds of eggs. I hate big weddings. Everybody staring. I'd like to get married on a weekday while everybody's at work. And if I ride off into the sunset, I want my own horse.
Should I be writing this down?
And there's something else.
No, you can tell me. You can tell me. Don't.
These are for you.
I also hate big weddings. What's the point? Because if you break up in 5 or 10 years, then it'll be just a huge joke. What's the point of getting married? Unless it's someone that you actually want to be with literally forever.
I know, the mind reels that there could be more after this.
But that's just why I don't think people should ever have extravagant weddings, because you might just break up. I mean, just get married to get married, not to have a fancy party. That's fucking pathetic. That's like Housewives, a Beverly Hills type shit.
I love you.
It's a waste of money.
Eisenhower Grant.
So they're in love now for no reason, really. And she's proposing to him? There's no reason for them to be in love.
Okay, good. I was hoping that you would say
You
that.
were not.
No, I was.
Not
Because if you
true.
said yes right away, I wouldn't be able to do this next part, and I've been practicing. Let me just... Ready?
He said he had to think about it before they get married. She's like, I knew you would say that.
It will have tough times. And I guarantee that at some point, one or both of us will want to get it. But I also guarantee that if I don't ask you to be mine, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Because I know in my heart, you're the only one.
So she wants to marry this oldie old. Old ass Richard Gere.
I parted from this writer.
He's not having it. He's not fucking having it. Oh, maybe not. He just had to play a song by Miles Davis first. So they're dancing because that's what people do on dates. They dance together to Miles Davis. I'm pretty sure the background there was just literally just a huge painting. It's pretty pathetic. Or a huge green screen.
You have the ring? Do you, Ike, take Maggie to be your lawfully wedded wife?
His name is Ike. It's fucking stupid.
I do. Maggie, take Ike to be your
Sorry.
lawfully wedded husband. This life that you share together, may your individuality strengthen your love. With the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
I go empty out this bowl of weed. They got married or some shit. Oh god, now they're both on horses. Oh god. That's cheesy as shit.
Maggie Carpenter got married.
So now everyone's really happy, and there's Larry Miller. Ironically pouring drinks since he broke his head open drinking too much. Everyone's like celebrating as if it's really cool that she got married. I mean, she breaks up with everybody, so why is everyone celebrating? She's just gonna leave him again. I feel bad for the guy from CSI because his role was written as like some kind of broad slapstick comedy, and it was kind of pathetic. But he did the best he could with the role, but there was nothing he could do with that pathetic role. I mean, even Joan Cusack, you could tell she was just trying to force the acting ability because the script is so lame and so petty and pathetic. But you have all these good actors, and you're like, man. I think maybe everyone thought it was gonna be a huge revival of Julia Roberts, Richard Gere, and Gary Marshall. But I mean, the script just wasn't good whatsoever. It actually sucked really bad. I think I laughed once or maybe twice. No, was it even supposed to be funny? Was it supposed to be funny? Or was it just... Wait. Was it supposed to... If it was supposed to be funny, then it's a huge, dismal failure. Sorry, I'm drunk. But... God. Wait, who's he making out with? Damn. Well, I'm sorry that I watched that. I mean, it was no Pretty Woman. Let's put it that way. Pretty Woman was a classic. But this was just nothing. It was just nothing. I mean, you could have put some shitty ass actors in the roles of Julia Roberts and Richard Gere, and it would have been the same movie. It wouldn't have been any better or any worse. So it was kind of a waste of their talents. It was and like I said, obviously the script was written and floating around for years before it got made. Finally, someone's like, let's just make this movie based on this script. I read it 10 years ago. It's fine. It's normal. The movie has nothing to do with current movies and the current times and the comedic tastes of today. I mean, she literally almost fainted. People don't fucking faint in real life. They just fucking don't. And if you write that into a script, that is just a pathetic writing tool to get to the next scene. It's so pathetic. Girls don't faint. Has your mom ever fainted? No. Has your girlfriend ever fainted? No. Has your friend ever fainted? No. People don't fucking faint. Okay? God, it's pathetic. And the song blows, by the way. Sorry, I'm kind of stoned, so I forgot to pay attention again. It's like the third time. They thank Nintendo of America in the special thanks. Alright, well, I guess, oh my god, there's a scene at the end. There's a scene at the end of, there's a Marvel extra scene at the end of, Richard Gere and Julia Roberts playing and frolicking together in the snow. I think that was the only interesting part of the whole movie. Okay, I'm sorry that was so boring, but, I was drunk and stoned, but more importantly, the movie just wasn't that great. I'm sorry. Next time I'll try to do a better movie. Okay, bye.